the jewelry Princess Leonor will one day inherit, and the royal treasures that could become hers when people think of a future queen. They often imagine glittering crowns, sparkling diamonds, and priceless royal treasures. But what if the most valuable jewels Princess Leonor is associated with aren't truly hers, at least, not yet? Spain's royal family possesses one of Europe's most fascinating collections of historic jewelry. Some pieces have been worn by queens for more than a century. Others have appeared at weddings, state banquets, and royal portraits. So, what jewelry could one day become part of Princess Leonor's royal role? And why do these jewels represent much more than wealth? Let's uncover the remarkable story behind Spain's royal treasures. More than beautiful diamonds, royal jewelry is very different from an ordinary jewelry collection. These pieces are not simply expensive accessories. They represent history, tradition, and continuity. Every necklace, every tiara, every brooch, has witnessed generations of Spanish monarchs. When a queen wears them, she is also carrying centuries of royal heritage. The difference between ownership and use. One of the biggest misunderstandings about royal jewelry is the idea that every piece belongs personally to the royal family. In reality, many important jewels are considered part of Spain's royal heritage and are traditionally passed from one reigning queen or consort to another. That means Princess Leonor has not publicly inherited these historic pieces. However, if she becomes queen as expected, she may one day wear many of them during official duties. Queen Letizia elegant collection. Queen Letizia has worn several historic pieces during her years as queen. From magnificent tiaras to elegant diamond earrings, many of these jewels have appeared at state banquets and diplomatic receptions. Some have been passed down through previous queens. Others have become closely associated with Queen Letizia herself because of how often she has worn them. These jewels symbolize the continuity of the Spanish monarchy rather than personal luxury. The legendary fleur-de-lis tiara. Among Spain's most famous royal treasures is the fleur-de-lis tiara. Created in the early 20th century, it has long been regarded as one of the most important tiaras in the Spanish royal collection. It has been worn by several queens during major state occasions. If Princess Leonor one day becomes Queen of Spain, this historic tiara could become one of the defining symbols of her reign. The Prussian tiara. Another famous piece is the Prussian tiara. Its elegant design has made it one of the most recognizable royal tiaras in Europe. Queen Letizia wore it on her wedding day in 2004, introducing a new generation to one of the family's historic treasures. Its story links Spain's royal family with other European dynasties. Pearls fit for a queen. Pearls have always played an important role in Spanish royal fashion. Classic pearl necklaces, elegant earrings, and timeless bracelets have appeared in official portraits for generations. Unlike changing fashion trends, pearls represent simplicity, dignity, and tradition. These qualities reflect the public image many queens seek to project. Why tiaras matter to most people? A tiara is simply a beautiful piece of jewelry. For a royal family, it is much more. Tiaras are usually reserved for formal evening events, state banquets, and significant royal occasions. Wearing one signals the importance of the event rather than personal extravagance. Each appearance connects today's monarchy with its long history. The future queen's first major gala. Royal watchers often wonder when Princess Leonor will first wear a grand tiara. There has been no official announcement about when that moment will come. Traditionally, such occasions happen during important state events after a royal assumes greater official responsibilities. Whenever that day arrives, it will almost certainly attract worldwide attention. More valuable than gold. The greatest value of these jewels is not measured by diamonds or precious metals. Their true value lies in the stories they tell. Every scratch, every gemstone, every carefully preserved setting, has survived wars, political change, and generations of history. They connect the present to the past in a way few objects can. Leonor's greatest inheritance. Although people often focus on jewels, Princess Leonor's greatest inheritance is not made of diamonds. It is the responsibility she is preparing to accept. Military training, education, public service, constitutional duty. Those are the qualities that will define her future far more than any tiara. The jewels simply accompany the role. They do not create it. Looking toward the future as Leonor continues her journey toward the throne, interest in Spain's royal treasures will only grow. One day, she may wear some of the same historic pieces seen on previous queens. When that happens, the jewels will not simply represent elegance. They will symbolize continuity, tradition, and the future of Spain's monarchy. Conclusion. When people ask about the jewelry Princess Leonor inherited, the answer is more complex than it first appears. There is no confirmed public record that she has personally inherited Spain's most famous royal jewels. Instead, many of these historic treasures remain part of the royal heritage and are traditionally worn by the reigning queen or queen consort. If Leonor becomes Queen of Spain, she may one day wear these extraordinary pieces as symbols of her constitutional role. Until then, the greatest treasure she is receiving is something no jeweler can create: the experience, the preparation, and the sense of duty that has been passed from one generation of Spain's royal family to the next. Because in the end, a queen is remembered not for the diamond she wears, but for the service she gives to her people.